With spring training in full effect in Major League Baseball, we are working through our way through each division, talking about the biggest question for each Major League team as they enter this season. For this video, we are talking about the AL Central. So let's go. Kicking it off with the Cleveland Guardians, the biggest question in Cleveland has to be, can the young guys do it again? Andre Jimenez, Oscar Gonzalez, Stephen Kwan performed so well last year for Cleveland and guided the youngest team in baseball to a playoff spot. Josh Naylor was a big part of this. Jose Ramirez really led the charge last year. Cleveland has a very, very solid base. They have an excellent pitching staff as well. But the question is going to be, is there going to be some regression from these younger guys like Kwan, like Gonzalez, or is there going to be some build up in their play and a continued rise to be the preeminent team in the AL Central? In Minnesota, the question has to always be about health. And the biggest question in Minnesota, it seems to be the biggest question in Minnesota every year, is Brian Buxton ever going to stay healthy? And the answer seems to be no, never. So if Buxton can stay healthy with the returning Carlos Correa, if they can really build on some of these young players like Nick Gordon and Alex Kirilloff, if some of them can really find their stroke this year, this could be a very good Twins team. I think the starting pitching is very good with guys like Joe Ryan, Sonny Gray, and the newly acquired Pablo Lopez. There's a lot of depth to their rotation. They've got a solid bullpen in the making. The question is, can the offensive guys stay healthy? And can their leader in Buxton finally stay healthy and play at least 120 games this year for the Twins? The question the Chicago White Sox really need answered is, was Tony La Russa the problem, or was it the players? The White Sox so poorly unplayed last year, you have to wonder, was the manager a distraction? Was La Russa past his prime in terms of understanding the game and being able to manage a bullpen and the analytics of this game in this day and age? Or did the players simply underperform? They just aren't that talented that we're making them out to be. Yasmani Grandal was really bad last year. Juan Moncada was hurt. Eloy Jimenez was hurt. Luis Robert was hurt again. It seems they've had so many injuries. I think there's a real potential, some breakout in terms of the offense of the White Sox. But will the new manager in place be able to guide them to that potential? Or is this team just going to flounder in the midst of the AL Central and not be very good again? In Kansas City, you have to be looking for a new face of the franchise. Currently being Salvador Perez. He's been there for so long, but Sal has had some injuries. He's fallen off a little bit last year. We'll see if he can rebound. But the question in Kansas City really has to be, who are going to be the young guys to really elevate their play and become stars that they can build around like they did in the past with guys like Eric Hosmer and Mike Moustakas? I think Bobby Witt Jr. has been a very good offensive player last year in a rookie season. Hopefully he can build on that this year and really improve his defense along the way. I'm so excited to watch Vinny Pasquantino play for this team. He was so good last year. Can he elevate and really be a true home run threat and power threat, along with a solid average in the middle of that Royals lineup? Who are some of the other younger guys that can elevate their play? Brady Singer seemed to be elevating as a starting rotation last year. See if he can continue that in the starting pitching department for the Royals. Who knows who else can make that jump for the Royals? Maybe it's a guy like Drew Waters, who was cast off from Atlanta. If he could take that next step, that would be really big for the Royals. We'll see if they have some pitchers that can do the same as well. For right now, though, it's all about finding those key guys for the Royals for the future. And lastly, in the AL Central is the Detroit Tigers. The question in Detroit has to be, are these young guys talented or overhyped? Riley Green performed pretty well last year, but Spencer Torkelson went through a misery of a rookie season that we did not expect to see. Can Torkelson rebound this year? Can some of these other young starting pitchers, the guys like Matt Manning who've been banged up, maybe Tarek Skubal can really elevate and stay healthy this time around? The question has to be, are they talented? Do we know enough about the youngsters in Detroit? Or are they going to have to blow it up all over again? And what a shame that would be for Tigers fans. Hopefully these young guys can start to establish themselves in the major leagues because there is a lot of talent on this Detroit roster. They just have to find it at the major league level. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this video. I greatly appreciate all your support here on 3 Up, 3 Down. Comment down below who you think is going to be the winner of the AL Central this year. And as always, go check out some of my other videos. Go check out my latest playlist dealing with YouTube Shorts. Everybody seems to be enjoying them. Until next time, take care, everyone.